Oh yes, it's time for your weekly dosage of the Battlefield Star Plays Extra. I am your host, bigMooney, of course. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We have 10 awesome clips for your viewing pleasure. First up here we have InsomniaEnd. I don't know how to say that, but he's playing Grand Bazaar here. I think it's squad deathmatch. Not a lot of people send in some squad deathmatch. But yeah, he's gone into gang rapeologist here, and of course there was a bit of a commotion going on over here as per usual. And he takes up this position here, which would be overseeing the B flag in gang rapeology here. And there's a bit of a clusterfuck going on over there, and he exploits this to its fullest as he just kills everyone as they keep trying to revive each other, get up and continue, and he's just, you know, suckering more and more people in for the kill. Over 1,500 points in his current streak as he goes around here, finds these two unsuspecting foes and takes them down also. Lovely clip. Our next clip, of course, comes from Breaky. He sent a couple of clips in this week. Of course, one was featured in the Top Plays main show, but this clip is just as good. I was really trying to weigh up which one would get featured on one and which would get featured on the other show. But either way, you guys get to sit and relax and enjoy both of them as he's playing here on Operation Riverside, and I love that shot just there. Just so quick, and pop takes the pilot out of that little bird and then claims the little bird for his own, and then he's just going to go flying around and do some damage to the enemy team with it. But yeah, he is always really consistently sending in top quality clips, and it's a good thing we've got this extra show, because then you guys can get to enjoy all of them. So after hijacking their little bird just here, he's overseeing the enemy flag. One of his teammates has picked up the flag, and I'm not quite sure if he was thinking about shooting the guy or if he was just covering him, because he has him in his crosshairs the whole way, and he's like, okay, cool, that's one of my teammates. And then he just locks onto this guy who way off in the distance there. I think he's so flammed, so he's able to actually use the air-to-ground missiles to actually lock onto him, and then takes him down there, getting himself a nice little double kill in the process. Now, what's going on over here? Enemy team trying to take his flag back to their base, and, well, taking down the flag carrier, also taking down the second flag carrier, and the third guy thinks that his fate is going to be different, but no, takes down the third flag carrier, and the would-be fourth flag carrier, and then takes down another one just there. So that was a bunch of people just get took down. He unfortunately did take a rocket in the process by someone that was unrelated to the whole incident. They try and hijack his helicopter back. It's not happening. Over 1,500 points in the little streak just now, most of which was done there with a 1911 pistol at the end with a bit of a clusterfuck going on. And, well, it was just an all-round original and awesome clip. Thanks for sending it in. Next up here, we have RuskovTV. And him and his little crew here are just flying around in the middle of the sea in Gulf of Oman, and they flew into their own jet there because, you know, fantastic piloting and such. But yeah, not quite sure what they're doing out here. They're just sort of flying around. Whether or not they're trying to bait in any targets, any people trying to come take them down. That's what I think they're doing. Not too sure. Either that or they're fishing, as people do in the middle of the sea with helicopters. But if we take a quick glance at this little map just here, we see that we've hooked in someone. And without even looking, he just fires off and he kills him. We didn't even see him. He didn't even come onto the screen at all. He just used the map and took him down there with the smoke. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Moving on. The person that we are moving on to is chromeage, of course, and he's playing on Usher Canals, and doesn't quite get that first kill off there, unfortunately. He goes around here with the SV98, he just misses his first target, takes down his second there, popping him right in the face there with the SV98, and as he goes in here with his 1911 tactical, it just escalates into clusterfuck territory as he finishes off this last motherfucker with a good old knife. Oh yeah. Now, I just love how the clip went from normal day to clusterfuck in like 5 seconds. He just took down a bunch of people in quick succession. And finishing up with one last kill, we move on. Our next guy up here is AnthonyJ, and he's playing in Grand Bazaar. He has an ACWR, and this first guy is looking the wrong way completely. There's like no one down there, but you know, he's just staring off at the road, as you do every once in a while. And he's gonna go back around to the road just here. Try and cover this area a little bit, see what's going on. Takes down this one guy as he was running towards him. And I love when people improvise. You know, when a threat appears, you go shit and you kill it, like instantly. Like this tank with these mines. shoots the mines with the small, and gets himself a nice multi-kill. Just out of nowhere, nothing was happening, boom, multi-kill, nice. Speaking of improv, however, here we have Est Gaming Fluffy. And he sees his target, he just drives off to his right, popping that ejector seat, whips out the RPG and takes him down. Nice. And we move on once more here to Abina Tanker, who is playing on Operation Firestorm, and he's got an M1 Abrams tank. And, wow, we see a helicopter flying over there. Of course, he's going to line up that shot and take that motherfucker out. So, yeah, he sees his second target, another helicopter. Boom, one shot, taking him down too. 2 aircraft in 2 shots. Of course, we need to escalate it further. 3 aircraft in 3 shots there as that jet just came flying in. At the wrong person, at the wrong time. He just gets bitch slapped out of the sky. And, well, why not just continue for a little bit just here by, you know, just shooting someone away off in the distance, and then Mr. Tank just shows up just here, rolling all up in his T90. Of course, he's no match, as he just gets shelled right in the face. And, one more follow-up shot just here takes him down. 3 aircraft, a tank, and a couple of infantry. That is a nice, well-rounded clip, good sir. And, yeah, long-range hit at the end. Why not? Nice. Alright, I know a couple of you guys are going to be like, what the fuck showing this for, Big Mooney? Well, I just think this clip is funny here from Vladkirk. He's playing here on Usher Canals, TDM. He's on the crane. He's got an M320. Nothing about this should spell out good clip. That has to be said. But this clip I just find funny just due to the fact that people are stupid sometimes. People are just like, they do mind-boggling things. Like, I mean, for example, like, people even coming near the crane at this point, it's just a bad idea. If you don't want to get killed by the guy in the crane, don't go near the crane. That's the first thing you should think about. But these people right under them right here, it's just, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, guys, I've got a great idea. There's someone blowing us all up. Let's group up in just a nice little turtle shell. Nothing can penetrate our turtle shell. Just stay close by for warmth and for cover. What the fuck? We move on here to BF3 Carnal, playing on Zebra Tower with the M1014. Conquest, domination, and most of this clip is going to take place around this sea flank just here. As he mops someone up with the M10 and then finishes off his second person now with the G17C. And, well, we kind of got off that flag a bit too early. Didn't cap the flag, but as he comes back, takes down another 2 people, reses his teammates. And, you know, that's that flag taken care of with nearly 800 points in the streak at the moment. And as he comes around here, takes down another 2 people. You know, streak over 1,000, which is always a good thing, while finishing off the last 2 people. Quickly. Nice little quick streak there. Moving on. But we conclude here with Pineapple 5797 hopping on this bike, as you do, and let the music kick in. Fuck it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
If you guys enjoyed, as per usual, hit that like button down below. It's always appreciated to keep this show going. If you want to send your stuff in, of course, there is all the details in the description down below. But I've been your host, Big Mooney, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.